Lougarou, the Haitian night stalker. In the heart of Haiti, where the Caribbean sun blazes during the day and the whispers of ancient spirits echo through the night, there exists a tale as old as the island itself. This is the story of the Lougarou, the night stalker who preys upon the unsuspecting. Gather close, for this tale will take you deep into the mysterious world of Haitian folklore, where shadows dance with the moonlight and the unknown lurks just beyond the reach of your lantern's glow. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between the mountains and the sea, lived a young girl named Marielle. She was known for her beauty, her kindness, and the enchanting way she could weave tales. But Marielle's life was not as simple as it seemed. Her grandmother, Mambo Adeline, was the village's respected voodoo priestess, and Marielle had inherited not only her beauty but also her mysterious gifts. As a child, Marielle had heard the whispers of the villagers about the Lougarou. They spoke in hushed tones about the creature that could shed its human skin to become a fearsome beast, a bird of the night that fed on the life force of its victims. The Lougarou, they would say, is not to be trifled with. It could be anyone among us, hiding in plain sight. Marielle's grandmother often warned her, "My child, beware of those who seem too ordinary, for the Lougarou hides behind a mask of normalcy." These words echoed in Marielle's mind as she grew older. One balmy evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the first stars began to twinkle, Marielle sat by the fire with her grandmother. The air was thick with the scent of night-blooming jasmine, and the rhythmic beat of distant drums from a nearby festival could be heard. "Grandmother," Marielle began, her voice barely above a whisper, "tell me more about the Lougarou. Why does it haunt us?" Mambo Adeline looked into the flames, her eyes reflecting the dancing firelight. "The Lougarou is born from envy and darkness, my child. It is a soul cursed by its own malevolent desires, a creature that feeds on the essence of others to sustain itself. It is drawn to those who shine the brightest, like moths to a flame." One fateful night, the village was preparing for the Festival of Lights, a celebration meant to ward off evil spirits. Lanterns adorned every house, and the air buzzed with excitement. Marielle, now a young woman, was particularly looking forward to the festivities. She had caught the eye of Jean, a handsome and kind-hearted fisherman who had recently moved to the village. Jean's presence brought Marielle a sense of comfort and joy, something she had rarely felt since the passing of her parents. As the night wore on and the festival reached its peak, Marielle and Jean found themselves walking hand in hand along the moonlit path that led to the edge of the village. The music from the celebration faded into the background, replaced by the soft symphony of nocturnal creatures. "Marielle," Jean began, his voice gentle, "I feel like I've known you forever. There's something about you that feels so familiar, so right." Marielle smiled, her heart fluttering like a hummingbird. "I feel the same way, Jean. It's as if our souls have been connected long before we met." Just as they were about to share their first kiss, a sudden chill swept through the air. Marielle's grandmother's warnings echoed in her mind, and she pulled away, her eyes scanning the darkness. "What's wrong?" Jean asked, concerned about etching his features. "I don't know," Marielle replied, her voice trembling. "I just have this feeling something isn't right." Before Jean could respond, a piercing screech shattered the stillness of the night. Marielle's heart raced as she clung to Jean, her eyes wide with fear. The village plunged into chaos as the Lougarou struck. The creature, a grotesque hybrid of man and bird, with eyes that glowed like embers and wings that cast monstrous shadows, descended upon the villagers. Panic spread like wildfire, and Marielle and Jean found themselves caught in the midst of the terror. Mambo Adeline, sensing the imminent danger, had prepared for this night. She emerged from her home, chanting ancient incantations, her staff glowing with a mystical light. "Stay close to me," she commanded, her voice strong and unwavering. Marielle and Jean obeyed, their fear giving way to a sliver of hope. Mambo Adeline's presence was like a beacon in the darkness, her power palpable. The Lougarou circled above, its eyes locked onto Marielle. It screeched again, a sound that seemed to pierce the very soul. But Mambo Adeline stood her ground, her incantations growing louder, the air crackling with energy. With a deafening roar, the Lougarou swooped down, its talons outstretched. In that moment, Marielle felt a surge of strength, a connection to her ancestors that she had never experienced before. She stepped forward, joining her grandmother in the chant, her voice steady and powerful. The Lougarou hesitated, its eyes narrowing. It could sense the change, the unity of the two women, the strength of their combined will. It screeched once more, a sound of frustration and fury, before taking flight, disappearing into the night. The village slowly returned to normal, the threat of the Lougarou seemingly vanquished. But Marielle knew the creature was still out there, lurking in the shadows, waiting for another opportunity. Over the years, Marielle took up her grandmother's mantle, becoming the village's new voodoo priestess. She continued to weave tales, warning the villagers of the Lougarou and other spirits that walked among them. And though the Lougarou never returned, its legend lived on, a reminder of the darkness that can hide behind the most familiar faces. Marielle and Jean eventually married, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. Together, they faced the unknown, their love a beacon of light in the darkest of nights. And as they grew older, they passed down the tales of the Lougarou to their children, ensuring that the lessons of the past would never be forgotten. For in the heart of Haiti, where the spirits of the ancestors roam and the magic of the old ways still hold sway, the story of the Lougarou endures, a timeless reminder of the power of love, the strength of family, and the eternal struggle between light and darkness. And so, dear listeners, as you go about your nights, remember the tale of Marielle and the Lougarou. Let it be a reminder to cherish the light within you and to always be vigilant. For you never know what might be lurking in the shadows, waiting for a chance to strike.